never meant to cause you any pain.
Imagine this, bro. You're in a supermarket, a mall, a taxi, and suddenly one chorus hits and your whole childhood comes rushing back. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Some of the greatest pop songs ever made are now buried under playlists, algorithms, and nostalgia you haven't unlocked in years. In this video, we're counting down 12 timeless pop songs you need to hear again. No filler, no random picks. Just era-defining records from the Beatles to Dua Lipa, from Dancing Queen to Billie Jean. The tracks that changed radio, MTV, and the way we feel music. By the end of this countdown, you won't just remember these songs. You'll be asking yourself, how did I ever stop playing these on repeat? Stay with me, let's hit play on your pop memory. The first time I heard Don't Start Now, I was in a crowded place where nobody was really listening to the music, until that bass line dropped. You know that feeling when a song just cleans the air? That's what this track did. The opening synths, the way the beat slides in, and then Dua's voice cutting through did a full 180 crazy. You don't wanna see me dancing with somebody. In that moment, I remember thinking, okay, this is not just another pop song, this is a statement. By 2019, a lot of us had lived through so many waves of pop, EDM pop, trap pop, tropical house, all of it. But Don't Start Now felt like a reset button. It was Dua Lipa walking into the room and saying, we're bringing real dance floor pop back. Tight grooves, real bass lines, songs you can play next to 80s and 90s classics and they still stand tall. It's a breakup song, but it's not about crying in your room. Don't start caring about me now, aren't you the guy? It's about walking past your ex in a club, looking better than ever, and saying with your eyes, please don't act like you still matter. No cheap drama, just confidence, energy, control. The production is sharp and clean, the bass is funky and elastic, very inspired by late 70s, early 80s disco and funk, but polished for 2020 playlists. And Dua's delivery is icy but playful. She's not begging anyone to stay. She's not asking for closure. She's already gone. Think about how this song worked in real life. It became one of the biggest global hits of 2020. It crossed radio, TikTok, playlists, gym speakers, weddings, clubs, everywhere. But even with all that exposure, it never really got annoying. That's rare. When I play Don't Start Now today, it sits comfortably next to classic pop and disco songs. It doesn't sound like a trend. It sounds like a standard. Let me ask you, when you hear that first, if you don't want to see me, do you still feel that little jolt in your chest? Do you still picture that one person from your past who doesn't get to have access to you anymore? Because that's the magic of this song. It's not just about Dua and her story. It attaches itself to your story. And that's when a modern hit quietly becomes timeless. I remember exactly where I was when Shake It Off dropped. And I remember the reactions. Some people laughed, some rolled their eyes, some danced immediately, and some hardcore country era fans went, wait, what is this? But that's the point. This wasn't just a single. It was Taylor Swift stepping through a door and leaving an entire genre behind. 1 minute, she's the queen of country pop heartbreak. The next minute, she's bouncing on a horn-driven pop track, telling the whole world, the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Get in my mind singing, it's gonna be alright. For people like me who had watched her grow from Teardrops on My Guitar to Red, this song felt like a public announcement. I am a pop star now, fully, no turning back. And here's the thing, Shake It Off is silly on purpose. It's bright, goofy, and catchy, but underneath all the fun, there's a real message that still hits today. People will talk, people will judge, people will misunderstand your moves. Your job? Keep moving. The beat is simple, almost like a marching rhythm you could hear at a high school game. The horns jump in and out like little bursts of confetti. The hook is ridiculously easy to sing. Even if you hate the song, your brain will remember it forever.
Can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music.
I remember hearing it in shops, weddings, offices, kid parties, gyms, everywhere. And in almost every room, the same thing happened. The first few seconds, people pretend they're too cool for it. Then the chorus hits, and somebody in the back starts doing a little shoulder dance. That's the power of a pop anthem.
My mind singing, it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the band's gonna play.
From a storytelling point of view, Shake It Off documents a very real moment in Taylor's career. She was getting criticized for everything: dating life, lyrics, image, genre. Instead of fighting back in interviews, she turned all that noise into a song. A big, goofy, unstoppable song that basically says, you can talk, I'll dance.
I never miss a beat. I'm lightning on my feet.
And now think about your own life for a second. How many times did you play this track after a bad day, after someone talked behind your back? Or when you just needed to feel lighter? That's why it's timeless. Not because of the chart numbers or awards, but because it still works as a little piece of therapy you can play loud in your headphones whenever the world feels too loud.
Rolling in the deep. You have
I remember the first time I heard Rolling in the Deep on the radio, and the DJ didn't even announce who it was. The song just came in cold. That hand clap, that echoing kick drum, and then this voice. Not just any voice, a voice that sounded like it had lived through something.
think of me in the depths of your despair.
By 2010, pop radio was full of auto-tune, glossy synths, and big party hooks. Then, Rolling in the Deep arrived like a storm coming over the ocean. Dark, heavy, soulful. It was like someone had taken the spirit of an old blues record and plugged it straight into modern pop.
Don't be scared. The scars of your love remind.
Adele wasn't begging. She wasn't whispering. She was calling someone out. We could have had it all. Those words don't feel like a smooth lyric. They feel like a punch. You can almost see her standing in a studio, eyes closed, forcing every syllable out from a place just below the heart.
Scars of your love remind me of us thinking.
The song is about heartbreak, yes, but it's not just sadness. It's anger. It's disappointment. It's the moment when you realize you didn't just hurt me, you wasted what we could have been. The production backs that up perfectly. The drums sound like they're echoing in a warehouse.
To the beach, hey, baby.
The piano and guitar feel minimal at first, then the song grows and grows until it feels huge. By the time the backing vocals start chanting in the background, it's like a choir of ghosts backing Adele up. What makes Rolling in the Deep timeless is how it changed the energy of pop for a moment.
What you look for, turn my sorrow into treasure.
It proved that a big voice and a big emotion could dominate the charts without needing a crazy beat drop or EDM synth. It opened the door for a whole new wave of powerful, soulful pop. And honestly, hearing it today still gives me chills. If you've ever been betrayed or disappointed in someone you trusted, this song hits you right in the chest. You might not have the same accent as Adele or the same story,
Almost had it all. The scars of your love and me.
but when she sings that chorus, she's singing a little bit of your story too. Let me ask you, do you remember where you were when you really heard this song for the first time? Not just in the background, but the first time you sat there and felt that chorus? That moment, that shared memory we all have with this track, that's where its timeless power lives.
Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one.
Now, let's go back even further. Late 90s, TRL on MTV, baggy jeans, tiny tops, frosted tips. And then this new girl shows up on screen in a school hallway wearing that now iconic school uniform, hitting that first line, "Oh, baby, baby." The first time I saw the Baby One More Time video, it felt like a switch flipped in pop culture. 1 second, teen pop was just one small piece of the music world. Next second, Britney Spears was everywhere. This wasn't just a hit single. It was the start of a whole new chapter in pop. Before this song, Max Martin was not yet a household name. After this song, he became the secret architect behind so much of modern pop. The melody is ridiculously strong. The chord progression, the way the beat swings, the way the chorus explodes, it's all scientifically engineered to stick in your brain. But Britney's delivery is what makes it iconic. Her voice doesn't sound like anyone else's. There's a mix of innocence and intensity, like she's both the girl next door and a full-blown star at the same time. The way she bends certain words, the emotion in the little breaths and sighs, it all turns a good pop song into a defining pop moment. For those of us who lived through it in real time, pop before Baby One More Time, and pop after it almost felt like two different eras. Suddenly, every label wanted their own teen star. Every radio station leaned heavily into this sound. Every magazine cover had Britney or someone following her path. But here's why the song is still timeless, even beyond the teen pop wave. Strip away the video, the school outfit, the late 90s styling. Just listen to the track. The melody still hits. The hook is still massive. The emotion, that mix of longing and obsession, is something people in every generation understand. Think about how many times you've heard this song in your life. Parties, throwback playlists, karaoke, movies, TV shows, it's random shops. And almost every time, someone in the room mouths the words or actually sings the chorus out loud. People can be 15 or 50, and it doesn't matter. They still know, hit me baby one more time. Let me ask you this. When you see Britney in your mind during this song, do you see your own younger years too? The crushes, the school days, the drama that felt like it would end the world but now just makes you smile? That's the secret power of Baby One More Time. It's not just a song about teenage heartbreak, it's a time machine. And that's why it earns its spot in the foundations of timeless pop. Because all four of these songs, from Dua's confident disco revival, to Taylor's carefree shrug at the haters, to Adele's furious heartbreak, to Britney's world-changing debut, don't just represent their era. They represent moments in our lives, moments we can step back into just by pressing play.
There are some songs you don't even remember learning. They were just always there, floating in the air around you. For me, I Want It That Way is one of those songs. The first time I really noticed it, I was in a place where music was just supposed to be background noise. A shop, a bus, maybe a little cafe. And suddenly, those opening acoustic guitar chords came in, and every person in the room seemed to know. You are my fire. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just another boy band hit from the late 90s. This was pop royalty. In 1999, boy bands were everywhere. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Westlife, 98 Degrees. It felt like every channel had 5 guys singing their hearts out in slow motion. But I Want It That Way sat on top of that whole wave like a king.
Tell me why.
What I remember most is the way people sang it together. School buses, parties, road trips. Someone would start quietly, "Tell me why." And instantly, half the bus would shout back, "Ain't nothing but a heartache."
Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say.
It turns strangers into a choir. That's what makes it timeless. The harmonies are smooth but dramatic. Each member gets a moment to shine, but the chorus is where they all come together and the song lifts. The melody is simple enough that a child can sing it, but emotional enough that adults feel it in their chest.
Want it that way. Now I can see that before.
Even now, put this song on at a karaoke bar and watch what happens. Someone who doesn't really sing will suddenly be holding an imaginary microphone and belting out the chorus like they're in the music video, standing in front of that airplane.
From the way that it used to be, yeah. No matter.
Let me ask you, how many memories do you have attached to this one song? First crushes, broken hearts, best friends, long bus rides, Old phones with bad speakers. That's what I Want It That Way carries. Snapshots of who we were when it ruled the radio. It's not just a boy band ballad, it's a time capsule, and every time we open it, it still feels brand new.
If I Want It That Way is a shared heartbreak anthem, then Girls Just Want to Have Fun is pure shared joy. The first time I saw the video, I remember thinking, who is this woman? Bright hair, wild clothes, dancing like she didn't care who was watching. It didn't feel polished in the usual pop star way. It felt like someone had taken a regular girl from the neighborhood, turned the volume up to 100 and let her loose on the world. The thing is, the title sounds simple, almost silly. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. But when you really live with the song, you understand it's actually a little bit rebellious. It's not saying girls are shallow. It's not saying girls don't care about serious things. It's saying, we deal with enough rules, judgment, and expectations. We deserve to be happy too. That's why so many people, across age and gender, still feel it deeply. I remember being at family parties as a kid and watching aunties, older cousins, and even quiet people who rarely danced suddenly jumps up when this song came on. You'd see them throw their hands up, singing along, laughing, like the music had given them permission to drop their worries for a few minutes. The beat is bouncy, the synths are bright, and Cindy's voice is sharp but warm. She isn't trying to sound perfect. She sounds alive. There's a playful crack in some lines, a little shout here and there. It makes you feel like she's in the room with you, not just on a record. And then there's the deeper layer. When she sings, I want to be the one to walk in the sun, it's not just about partying, it's about freedom.
Some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from.
About not being trapped in someone else's idea of what your life should look like. Think about how many karaoke nights, girl nights out, birthday playlists, and movie scenes this song has soundtracked. Decades after 1983, young girls still discover it and feel like it's speaking directly to them. That doesn't happen unless a song taps into something real. So when we talk about timeless pop, Girls Just Want to Have Fun isn't just a cute throwback. It's an anthem, a reminder that joy itself can be a form of resistance and a right everyone deserves. Now the mood shifts. If the last two songs are about shared sing-along moments, Purple Rain is something else. It's the moment when a whole crowd goes quiet. The first time I truly felt Purple Rain wasn't from the studio version. It was from a live performance video. The lights dimmed, the crowd roaring, and then that slow guitar intro ringing out. The stage covered in purple light, Prince standing there like he was carrying the weight of the whole song in his body. This track isn't just pop, it's rock, soul, gospel, and something almost spiritual all at once. The word epic gets used too much, but here it's deserved. The song builds like a storm, gentle at first, then louder, then overwhelming. Lyrically, Purple Rain is about heartbreak, regret, and saying goodbye to someone when you know things can't go back to how they were. It's that painful line between love and letting go. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. When Prince sings that, his voice doesn't sound like an unreachable superstar. He sounds like somebody who has stayed up all night thinking about everything he did wrong. And you feel it, especially if you've ever hurt someone you truly cared about. The chorus hits, and the song becomes something bigger than just one relationship. Let me guide you to the Purple Rain. What is Purple Rain? People have argued about meanings for years. A mix of joy and pain, the end of the world, spiritual cleansing. But for me, it feels like a place you go in your mind when life is too heavy. A kind of emotional storm you have to walk through to come out cleaner on the other side. And then there's the guitar solo. Even if you never learned anything about music, you can feel that solo. It doesn't show off just to show off. Every note sounds like another sentence in a conversation his voice can't quite finish. The way he bends the strings, the sustain, the raw emotion, it's like he's crying through the instrument. Hearing Purple Rain in a room full of people is a special experience. Nobody talks. Nobody checks their phone. They just stand there, eyes closed or staring at the stage, letting the song wash over them.
But you can't seem to make up your mind. Don't think you better close it.
You don't even have to be a big Prince fan to feel it. That's what makes it timeless. It's not locked into one decade or one trend. It just feels human. Have you ever had a song that made you stop what you were doing and stare at nothing because it pulled up a memory you usually try to keep buried? That's what Purple Rain does. It's more than a hit. It's a confession in the form of a pop rock masterpiece. If Purple Rain is the storm, I Wanna Dance with Somebody is the moment the clouds break and sunlight hits the dance floor. The first time I heard this song properly, not just as background noise, but with attention, I realized something. It might be one of the happiest sounding songs about loneliness ever made. Listen to the lyrics closely. Whitney isn't just talking about dancing for fun. She's singing about that ache you feel when the day is ending, and you suddenly notice how empty everything feels. When the night falls, my lonely heart calls. She doesn't want just anyone to dance with. She wants somebody who loves her, somebody who sees her, somebody who is hers. But the genius of the song is that it takes that heavy feeling and wraps it in pure joy. The beat is bright and punchy. The synths are warm and colorful.
And when the night falls, loneliness falls.
The tempo forces your body to move almost automatically. You can be in the worst mood and still find yourself nodding along by the end of the first chorus. And then there's Whitney. Her voice doesn't just sing the melody and it flies over it. The control, the power, the way she jumps up into those big notes and holds them like it's nothing.
Somebody who loves me.
It's like watching someone slam dunk in slow motion again and again. I remember being at a wedding once where this song came on and suddenly the whole dance floor, young kids, old relatives, shy people, loud people, everyone, just rushed in. No choreography, no TikTok challenge, just pure movement. People spinning each other around, laughing, singing into fake microphones. That's when it hit me. This song is a connector. It connects generations because everybody has wanted to feel special in someone's arms at least once. It connects moods because even if you're sad, it gives you a way to dance through that sadness instead of sitting still in it. It also captures Whitney at her unstoppable peak.
Take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last.
This was her as a global goddess of pop, with a voice you simply could not ignore. Every time I hear this song now, there's a bittersweet feeling. It's so joyful, but it also reminds me of how rare that level of talent is, and how lucky we are that it was captured on record. So when we call this section the global pop phenomena, it's not just about chart numbers or radio spins. It's about songs that traveled across borders and languages and still make sense everywhere.
With somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody.
I Want It That Way. The anthem of confused love and harmony. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. The anthem of freedom and joy. Purple Rain. The anthem of heartbreak and spiritual release. I Wanna Dance with Somebody. The anthem of lonely hearts looking for light. 4 very different songs.
And lost my senses, spinning through the town.
4 different eras, styles, and moods. But they all share one thing. When they come on, the room changes. And if a song can still do that decades later, no matter where you are in the world, that's what makes it truly timeless.
Hey, Pop Lore family. Did you know only 1% of viewers are subscribed? If you love deep dives into pop legends, forgotten gems, and the stories behind the songs that shaped generations, hit that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to turn on LL notifications so you'll be the first to know when we premiere our next video. It's free, it helps pop lore grow, and it makes sure you never miss a single countdown or music story. Let's build this community together.
It's like an angel sighing.
I still remember the first time I saw Like a Prayer on TV. Back then, music videos weren't just background content. When a big artist like Madonna dropped something new, it felt like an event. People actually gathered around the TV and waited. You didn't just scroll, you tuned in.
No end and no beginning. You're here.
And then the screen went black. A church, candles, a cross, and Madonna walking in, looking like she had the weight of the world on her shoulders. I knew right away this wasn't a normal pop moment.
Come falling out of the sky. I close.
Musically, Like a Prayer hits you in layers. The opening guitar feels almost gentle, like the start of a confession. Then the beat comes in, the choir rises, and suddenly you're inside what feels like a mix of nightclub, church, and emotional breakdown.
Like an angel sighing. I have no choice.
The song lives right on that thin line between sacred and wild. It sounds like a prayer, and a dance track, and a confession, all at once. And Madonna, she wasn't just singing, she was testifying.
Heaven help me when you call my.
Lyrically, you can read it two ways. On one level, it's about faith, about calling out to something bigger than yourself. On another level, it's about desire, about how love and devotion can feel almost religious when it's that intense. Just like a prayer, I'll take you there.
I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I'll take.
The first time I heard that line, I realized she was doing something brave. She was turning her own complicated feelings about religion, sex, guilt, and freedom into pop music that you could dance to, but also think about long after it ended.
I close my eyes. Oh God.
And of course, the video set off controversy everywhere. People argued about it in newspapers, in churches, in living rooms. But here's the thing I noticed. Even the people who were angry still couldn't forget the song. That's when you know a pop track has crossed into something bigger.
You whisper softly to.
Like a Prayer isn't just catchy, it's bold. It risks something. It takes all the drama and confusion of being human, wanting to be good, wanting to be free, wanting to be loved, and packs it into a 4-minute, gospel-powered pop storm.
When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on.
Every time it plays now, I still feel a tingle when that choir comes in. It's not background music, it's a moment. If, Like a Prayer feels like a stained glass window on fire, Billie Jean feels like a city street at midnight. Shadows, streetlights, and secrets. The first time I really felt Billie Jean wasn't from the studio version. It was watching Michael Jackson perform it at the Motown 25 TV special. He walked on stage in that black jacket, white glove, and quietly stood there while the beat started. The crowd was already screaming. Then the bass line came in, that famous creeping line that sounds like footsteps following you. And the room changed. Even sitting at home, miles away, you could feel it. Billie Jean is a perfect example of how simple parts can create something legendary. The beat is steady, the bass line is minimal, the synth stabs are small, but together, it becomes this unstoppable groove you recognize in half a second. Lyrically, it's a darker story than people sometimes realize. It's about paranoia, accusation, and the price of fame. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. It's not a love song. It's a warning. It feels like you're hearing the thoughts of someone who can't trust the faces around him anymore. The more famous he gets, the more dangerous and confusing relationships become. Michael's voice is locked in but emotional. The way he gasps, the way he hits certain words, the tension in his delivery. It's like he's dancing with the paranoia in real time. And then there's the mythology. The single, the music video that helped knock down barriers on MTV, the live performances where he debuted the moonwalk. Billie Jean wasn't just a track. It was the vehicle that carried a new kind of superstar into the world. I remember seeing kids on the street trying to copy the dance moves on dusty sidewalks. People wearing one glove for no reason, just to feel a piece of that magic. That's what Billie Jean did. It turned pop into something cinematic, something visual, something you didn't just listen to, but imitated. Even now, decades later, play that bass line in almost any room and watch what happens. Heads turn, feet start tapping. Someone tries a little moonwalk, even if it's bad. That's not just nostalgia. That's a song that rewired pop culture. Some songs are built like machines. Dancing Queen is built like sunlight. I don't even remember the first time I heard it. It was just always there. On oldies radio in the car, at weddings, at birthdays, in movies, in tiny speakers and huge sound systems.
Anybody could be that.
But I do remember the first time I truly listened. That piano slide at the beginning, like a curtain being pulled back. The gentle shimmering keys. And then those voices, Agnetha and Anifrid, gliding in together. So smooth and bright it feels like the song is floating.
Night is young and the music's high.
Friday night and the lights are low. Suddenly, you're not just listening. You're standing in a small town, in your best clothes, with your whole future ahead of you. Dancing Queen is pure pop, but it's not empty. It's about that moment in youth when you feel impossible to stop. You walk into a room and you don't worry about bills or politics or aging. You just want the DJ to play your song.
Watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
You are the Dancing Queen, young and sweet, only 17. On the surface, it's a sweet, simple story. But underneath, there's something fragile there. Because we all know that feeling doesn't last forever. Time moves, faces change. Nights like that become memories. Maybe that's why older people light up when it plays. I remember seeing a grandmother and her granddaughter both dancing to this at a wedding. The grandmother knew every word. The granddaughter didn't know the lyrics yet, but she knew the feeling. That's the power of Dancing Queen. It connects generations without trying too hard. ABBA's harmonies are polished like crystal. The production is rich but never heavy. Every instrument has space. Every part supports that floating, golden feeling. You can play this song in almost any country, at almost any event, and somebody will smile, somebody will sing, somebody will grab someone's hand and pull them to the dance floor. If pop music is supposed to capture joy in a bottle, then Dancing Queen might be the clearest, brightest bottle we've ever had. And now we reach number 1. Hey Jude is different from everything else on this list. It doesn't rush. It doesn't rely on a big beat or a synth hook or a dance routine. It just grows.
Under your skin, and you begin to make it.
The first time I really listened to Hey Jude, I wasn't even born when it came out. I heard it because an older family member played it on a scratched CD, like they were passing down a family story. At first, it feels almost too simple, just piano, voice, and a gentle rhythm.
And anytime you feel a pain, hey Jude.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. But as the song goes on, it starts to wrap around you. The lyrics feel like someone older, someone who's seen a bit of life, putting a hand on your shoulder and saying, "I know it hurts now, but don't close your heart."
Remember to let it into your heart.
It was written in a specific context, but it feels universal. It's about talking someone out of their fear, their heartbreak, their habit of pulling away from love because it's safer not to feel too much. Take a sad song and make it better. That line alone could be the mission statement of pop music at its best. And then comes the part everyone remembers. The long, long coda. Na 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 na.
As well, a little golden.
The first time you hear it, you expect it to end after a few repetitions, but it doesn't. It keeps going. The band builds it up, adds more voices, more energy. The choir grows, the ad-libs start. Suddenly, it's no longer just a song, it's an experience.
So let it out and let it in. Hey,
I've seen this song played in rooms full of strangers, and by the end of that coda, everyone is singing. People who don't even know each other put their arms around each other's shoulders. No one is worried about sounding good. They just want to be part of the noise.
movement you need is on your shoulder.
That's why Hey Jude is more than a hit. It's a kind of group therapy, a 7-minute reminder that sharing a melody can make your own worries feel smaller.
Hey Jude.
It isn't flashy. There's no choreography, no modern production tricks, just a strong melody, a simple message, and a structure that invites you to join in. And that's really the heart of this whole countdown.
Don't let me down. She has found
From the fire and controversy of Like a Prayer, to the mystery and groove of Billie Jean, to the golden glow of Dancing Queen, all the way to the healing sing-along of Hey Jude.
remember to let her into your heart.
These aren't just songs, they're pillars, emotional landmarks that pop music still leans on today. Because when a song can cross decades, jump between generations, and still make people stop, feel, and sing together, that's when it stops being just pop and becomes something eternal.
Now go and get her. Remember.
The journey doesn't end here, pop lovers. Watch this next.